to the first pick in the draft. And it's Lee Sin for Contractz, so off the conversation.
Wow.
Oh my,
Okay.
nice. Yeah, here we go. I mean, it's just a hover for this one, but
Contractz has had enough. He's locking the Lee Sin in for himself.
he's pissed off. And he's definitely been the one that has been performing, it's hard between him and Palafox, poorly throughout the series. And a lot of it, as you mentioned, Jad, has just been the fact that Rivers had a number on him. The invade that he had that also got the kill on him when he was taking his red buff. He's just been getting bullied this series.
Yeah, and I do think, actually, really early on, as we see the Ahri and the Varus locked in for 100 Thieves, that they did a good job of tracking Rivers super early in that game. Kaisa, Neeko.
They're all in. Like, NRG is completely pivoted off. They denied the Lee Sin. They're taking the other side of the Varus Kaisa trade that we saw last game. Smolder's just gone. They're not about waiting for Smolder to turn on in any stage this game. These are three very present, pushing early game champions where they land, you know, either the kick or the Neeko route or the Neeko ultimate. Kaisa can fly in and finish pretty much any squishy on the team. Wow, these are some fighting picks.
Yeah.
And again, it does give them a lot of options to get onto the Varus, right? As we've talked about, picking Varus early in draft does, even though it is one of the strongest AD carry picks right now, like I'm not speaking badly of Varus as a champion, but there are a lot of ways to get on him because he is a more mobile carry. And if you pick him early in draft, you do open yourself up to things like that.
Something that I think is interesting so far in the draft, we mentioned how Vi and the Poppy bands going through targeting River. We see now a 3-pick Jax. I actually like Ahri Jax as a combo. So it is a flex, to be fair, but I do think they're leaning a little bit more towards the Jax being there for River. So I want to see just the track where the Jax is going to be going and how strong the flex is. But yeah, I like this so far from 100 Thieves.
As a small thing that I do want to throw out, it'll depend on how bot lane goes. We did see the Annie hover, something that has facilitated a lot of carry picks elsewhere. Obviously, we pointed out Care from FPX was the first to trot it out, but we just saw BDD playing it last night in LCK. This could be a Neeko flex bot if NRG wants to. And I do want to keep that open just because we have seen Huhi play it before, as we see the Olaf and the Rel taken out for NRG and 100 Thieves respectively.
Right. I think 100 Thieves can wait on it, though. They don't have to pick their support here. They'd rather pick jungle, I think, unless they want to flex the Jax jungle. Nope, they just pick jungle. That means Jax is top, and they can wait and see where everything goes for NRG before Eyla locks in his pick. I like it.
Hey, I like this a lot. At least that there's a good amount of lockdown from 100 Thieves side between the Charm, the Counter-Strike, and Varus ulti. Just any time in which they can blow up one member up and get a possession for Viego, that seems like a sound strategy from 100 Thieves. Interested to see what their 5 pick is going to be. That 100% is going to be support, so they can at least understand where the Neeko is going. I do think it's going to be a Neeko pick mid.
Yep.
So yes, now that we're seeing their hover from Rakan, as the Rakan pick is coming through, could equally be like a Leona.
Yeah, it definitely could be.
Okay, there it is.
Pretty classic draft here, though.
We're going in.
It's definitely a go in.
We are all in.
I'm wondering if 100 Thieves can pick a good counter-engaged champion here with the Varus. Braum maybe would be this weird pick for Eyla, but
Probably Alistar.
Also, Alistar is one of Ayla's signature champions.
Yeah, signature champ, pretty good at blocking Rakan from doing what he wants in lane and outside, but Milio coming through.
Well, they just know NRG is trying to fly into them, so they want something to buff up Meech, and they pick the Enchanter lane. So
yeah, I mean, that gives them, it is nice when you see a lot of dive compositions like that. We love the Ksante copy pasta, thank you. Showmaker, who originally made that. It will haunt us for forever, even with Ksante being in a little bit more agreeable position. But I do think, obviously, you get the range advantage as well from 100 Thieves with the Varus, and that is something that they hopefully will be able to play with and poke from fog if they have to try to avoid getting killed.
Sounds good. That's it from us at the LCS Lounge. Casters, take it away.
Thank you, Jet, Emily, and we're not going to thank Raz. No thank you to Raz.
What?
Nope.
What?
No thank. I'm just kidding. Thank you, Raz.
Thanks, Raz.
Thanks, Raz.
I got you. Don't worry.
Just kidding. All right, we're going on into this game. It is match point here. 400 Thieves. They win this one. It's all over for NRG. No chance to defend their title. would definitely be a very disappointing end to the split for them after such a strong summer split, and then this massive Worlds performance, taking down G2, you know, really surpassing expectations. So much pressure was built off that though, because the expectation now was that they were going to be a very top level team.
A wise man once said spring split doesn't matter. Maybe they're taking it a little too seriously.
Yeah, we've even extended that. This year, people are talking about regular season, especially Cloud9.
It's funny because, you know, Double has said that, but it's like his biggest accomplishment is at MSI, right?
Well, yeah, he only says it when he doesn't win spring.
Yeah. So if it doesn't matter, then the MSI thing doesn't matter. And then what do you got? So spring split matters. All right, we'll see what they're going to be able to get done. Going to be finding River here right off the bat. Not enough people around to really warrant leveling E or anything crazy on Neeko. But we have Raz standing by with Golden Glue.
Thank you, Raz.
What's up, guys? Got Golden Glue. You guys just had your cleanest win yet. You guys are on match point. What do you guys need to do to clinch this series?
Yeah, I feel a lot better about this game. I think it should look similar to last game where we had winning side lanes in the mid game, and we have Jackson, Ahri, who should be able to both push in mid and kind of like just make the game if we play slowly and we don't get caught by their Neeko. I think it should be a pretty clean win from us.
What's been up with Quid, man? Even in the loss.
No, we were talking like Quid belongs to like LCK or something. He's a demon. You know, he just looks like he's in a different league than everyone else in the game. So it's awesome to watch.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And screw you, casters.
Raz, we said he actually got more thank yous than usual by the end of it. He got like 4 thank yous.
I'm not even going to give him a thank you.
Yeah. Screw you, Raz.
Well, yeah.
How you like them apples?
Now that he's firing off,
Yeah.
I guess it's all out war.
Yeah, exactly. The nukes are going to get launched.
Azael started it, but we will also finish it.
All right. Well, we'll see how this bot lane goes. Definitely some concerns for the NRG side about how this is going to go. Kaisa definitely not the strongest matchup into Varus as far as the early laning goes. And then you're drafting it alongside the Rakan, who is a really weak early lane, especially hard to engage into Milio. Can knock you back with the Super Mega Fire Kick, I believe it's called, with the Q. So definitely difficult there. And if they fall really far behind, it's going to be tough.
I'm definitely looking at junglers, especially this game. You know, River has had such a big impact. Contractz, whenever NRG does well, feels like he is stealing Barons. He's making magical plays for them, and they just insta-locked that Lee Sin first pick in this game, too.
And I think he really needs to have a good start, man, even just for confidence.
Oh, yeah. I like the adaptation a lot. River was able to just get so much done on Lee Sin in these past 2 games. So maybe Contractz can do the same thing.
This isn't the biggest deal because it is early, but Palafox did miss a full wave of minions out of the first 2 waves.
Lane gank bottom.
He has only the 6 minions. It is a lane gank bottom. Contractz showing up, but they will be able to walk it out. Meech gets ignited, but not too much more happens. It was 12 CS to 6 after the first 2 waves, which is kind of surprising to see. Obviously, Quid have the push, so it does make things a little bit more difficult, but still. Palafox is normally very good at farming. River scrapping it out with Contractz, gonna be able to push him out. Will just be a ward hop back over the wall there from Contractz, so not too much gonna come from it.
Oh, I like this by River. He's going deep. He's looking for him.
And we'll see if he's able to find him.
Yeah, in this position, if they can stack away a bot, it would be a potential dive, but I don't think that's the lane stage.
He's going down. I mean, he's going down there, but he's just gonna be clearing out his bottom camps. Can grab Scuttle. We'll see if there's an angle if he wants to like cross back and try to get even more. The Charm connects, another Electro proc there from Quid. He's looking really good. Knockout there does land. Warm Hug's gonna come through and keep him nice and safe as Meech will get healed up by the Cozy Campfire there. Health though, pretty good on the side though for the NRG bot lane. If you can keep hitting those Qs on Rakan, the sustain is actually really good, so it is quite important to be able to dodge those.
Yeah, I mean, this is just another game. Palafox is not having his best series right now. Like, Quid's just getting the best out of him
full
pretty
waves
much.
down? That's crazy.
Yeah, and I mean, he forced him to recall and TP back already. Looks like Quid's going to match TP as well, so it's not the biggest loss, but, you know, still rough.
And Sniper knows, since they saw Contractz from River going in, that he started bot side and he should be up on top side now. So as Sniper is pushing in, he gets his ward off. But Contractz is going for another lane gank kind of hovering behind Dhokla. Sometimes with Ksante, you'll do this. If your Ksante lane actually is able to get anything baited out from the Jax and can get some Qs going, then maybe you can pop Ghost and go for an all-in with a lane gank. But if the Jax doesn't start it, then there's nothing there. So he channeled his recall, ends up canceling it to go get the Scuttle Crab.
Yep, and River is going to take both these camps on bot side. So they're going to know, okay, guys, Contractz could only really be on top side. Be aware, he could be looking for that gank. He's going to be on my Raptors, very likely. Huhi may go back and actually check to see if these Krugs are being taken. And they are going to be able to spot River. I don't know if they're going to be able to do too much about it. River doesn't have Smite, but they don't know that. Small Krug going to be grabbed by Huhi, and it does leash, so should eventually be able to finish it off, I think, but gets a little bit awkward, and at the very least, NRG get the information on where River is.
Yeah, and Contractz stole away the Raptors, uncontested on the top side, and since he's up here, great. Gets to get an early start on these grubs.
Yep, River gonna recall. He probably has an option to do Dragon here, but, you know, doing it with no items kind of feels bad, so he's gonna base.
Yeah, the trade ended up being pretty nice for NRG's side here. The top versus bottom, even after all the shenanigans chasing around jungle. And he'll finish those up. Once you get the grub, then it is, of course, going to alert, and you'll know Contractz is probably going for a recall after that. His wolves are actually respawning now, too, though. So he could do a super, super long early jungle here. He has still not gone back 6 minutes in. Now he starts channeling to go for the first purchase.
Yeah, Eyla was trying to hold the wave there a little bit, but not going to be able to do it fully, unfortunately. It doesn't really matter as Varus is back to pick up the wave.
Credit to NRG's bot lane. You know, we weren't too sure about this matchup.
Yeah.
Kaisa Rakan into Varus plus counter pick support, but the fact that they're, you know, going even with mismatched jungle pressure, you know, River was kind of sitting down there, being able to pressure a dive if it was ever available.
I like these cams they have right now on the players. Contractz making some calls after he's recalled there. Leaning full forward too. NRG members locked into this game. Must win elimination round here. And we'll see what he was calling.
Sniper could be in trouble if he can connect with the Intopo strikes. There may be an angle for the all-out. Important sidestep there for Sniper.
I mean, there is a big wave on top, and Contractz is going top side too. Now they know jungler is on bottom side, but even so hard to do anything against Sniper right now. He's kept his health pretty manageable, and he still has flash. Very difficult to do a dive or anything.
Yeah, definitely really tough. You'd have to force out that counter-strike early to be able to find any sort of an angle, but it's just going to be a quick base there from Dhokla. I'd already TP'd back. River going to take the Raptors here once again. Fully completes that camp. Will head down as Contractz is spotted. We'll see if he wants to try to contest here at the red buff. Would need Quid to get full push before he went for it, so Contractz is just going to drop a ward there to keep it safe. And they have the info that Meech and Eyla are coming over, so they are looking to contest here.
Contractz could try and steal here. They have the vision.
Palafox looking in, he's going to hit the Pop Blossom, and can they actually burst him down? He's rooted up. Can he actually pop the Heartbreaker and get out? The Warm Hug's coming through, keeping him alive, and First Blood going to be grabbed by Quid on the other side. Quid now in hot pursuit here. Contractz so low, gets killed by the piercing arrow from Meech. NRG trying to stop them from getting back towards this bot lane, but can't even do that. They spent everything to try to burst down River, but the double shielding coming through from Eyla keeps him alive.
And I believe River won the smite on red and got level 6 off of it there. Huge stuff for 100 Thieves with both bottom lane and mid lane coming over. That is really going to be hard for NRG to come back in with already so much pressure on their shoulders.
Yeah, it's so rough. I mean, you're at series point here. 400 Thieves and NRG just took a big loss in the jungle. Quid again, off to an incredible start.
You can tell they're feeling pressured here because, like, I really thought Palafox was going to flash here onto maybe the bot lane so that his bot lane could connect better. I think that may have been a winning fight. But he just goes for the one-man ulti onto River, and it just leads to a really like discoordinated fight.
Yeah, it was way ahead of the rest of the squad, kind of like you're saying, and it also chunked the red buff, and then he barely got it down and got the.
I mean, he knows. He knows that could be it, right? Especially with the way the series has been going. I mean, Milio helping him keep alive. Mitch also hit a really good Chains of Corruption there onto Palafox as he comes out of the Pop Blossom, gets ulted by the Varus, then he gets charmed up right after that. And bad kind of goes to worse. Dhokla stepping forward, looking for the trade here, as he does use the Pathmaker to immune the stun, but Sniper scaling up well. Quid has been pushing through mid, and Quid has just been such an all-star in this game. Has the CS advantage, now got a kill and assist to his name as well. And we have just seen him dominate.
How does he have so much farm? I didn't even know there were that many minions at 9 minutes.
I think he pretty much hasn't missed
I think Chogi
almost
gave him
any
some.
minions. Chogi gave him some of the extra he always keeps in his pocket, you know, for a rainy day. But they're looking for another invade here on the buff. Huhi is here to match. Eyla has made the roam as well. This one going to be grabbed by Contractz, so not going to be able to be successful there. But the Grubs have spawned. They saw Contractz use his smite, and it's going to be Grubs going the way of 100 Thieves. So no angle, I think, for a 5 Grub take here for NRG, as all 3 should go to 100 Thieves and even that out. They have the gold lead. Now they're even on Grubs. They have that first dragon. And they have the scaling advantage, I think, you know, in most lanes. They are really, like, they're just in such a good spot.
And especially if you do get into another situation where they use their lead, they get the towers down first, then you get another split pushing Jax situation. Quid on Ahri is going to be very mobile to split push again as well. It makes the map so hard to play if you lose early to this.
Yeah, it's tough. So we're going to have to look for some angles for NRG. They do have good playmaking. That is one thing that is working in their favor this game. Of course, Huhi can look for those engages. Contractz is on the least in. Palafox can really be an X factor on these champions. So really everyone has the opportunity to maybe try to step up, find that big play that could really claw this game back.
And that's going to make Ayla's positioning really important. Milio going to be the combo breaker on a lot of those hard energy engages that they're going to look for. Milio ultimate acquired for him, so they have the extra safety button now too. And Quid coming down, pre-clearing out some of these river wards, some of these roam pathways for both him and a river.
Yeah, they have no wards at all now in that bot side river. Actually, just look at the wards all the way from top to bottom across the river. It is all 100 Thieves. Like, this is crazy. Bottom river and top river, they dominate the vision. NRG has nothing. They have no vision on the map at all. It's going to make it so hard for them to really play the game. You don't know where these guys are every time, you know, Quid walks into fog. It is really, really dangerous.
I love the way 100 Thieves are playing this. It's just so controlled. Because if you're Contractz, what do you do in this game? No matter where you go, if you walk into your jungle or out of your jungle, they're going to know where you are. Your lanes are getting pushed in. You don't have a lot of kill opportunity. Mid is really a bit of a gap here. So
it's a Quid diff, man.
So
it's hard.
Yeah, he's faced with basically hovering to hope that he can counter some plays, but 100 Thieves don't give it to him and start up the dragon.
Yeah, but everyone is down here. There's 4 members from both sides. Both top laners are up there. Can Dhokla find an angle? He's going to try to TP in. It's the secure there from Contractz going forward. The quickness is going to get popped, and in comes a Pop Blossom, but it connects on no one. And now the turnaround is here. Quid pops the ulti. They get the kill. On to 1. Are they going to be able to chase back for more? Dhokla going forward. The ghost has been popped, but Quid goes forward. Connects the charm onto Dhokla. Dhokla's in trouble. Pops the Pathmaker, but he's got nowhere to go. The resets have come through from Ahri, so he's just going to keep on going in. Nice grand entrance. Knocks him up there from Huhi. Quid, though, going forward. Contractz has to get out of there. They are very low. They will be able to limp their way out of this fight. Contractz at least gets the dragon, but again, 100 Thieves looking good.
Yeah, at the beginning of that, it looked like Contractz actually fat-fingered his flash when he was going for the Dragon Smite. A bit unlucky, but I mean, all things considered, it wasn't the worst for them. They did get the dragon, and they got a kill.
Yeah, but just how are you going to deal with Quid? He's been such a problem. He gets another kill. You know, the Varus and the Ahri are going to be very, very far ahead.
Yeah, let's take a look at this, because I saw 42 HP on the dragon also. So yeah, he goes in.
Oh, okay, so it was a kick flash. It wasn't a misclick.
Yeah, he actually plays it really well. Calm on the smite too. Very, very low HP. Then you have to disengage though with the Milio and with the flashes used. They get for the 1-for-1 as Dhokla teleports in, but Dhokla then gets his teleport answered as they chase forward into the jungle. I think it's a good call from 100 Thieves to kite back there over their ward. They're kind of bringing energy a little bit further and deeper into the ward so that snipers teleport in is going to secure them another counter.
And credit to 100 Thieves. Really fast reactions as Palafox entered with a Pop Blossom. Everyone flashing out. That connected on no one. It looked like there was an angle for maybe a 3 or 4-man ult. So everyone getting out of there very, very quick. At the very least, they got some of the summoners, but because the fight went bad after that, a lot of that was even now. Cyber going to be able to pop the ult, gets him a really nice trade as he has his Triforce completed. Dhokla made the pit stop for the tabbies, and it's going to mean his first item is going to come in a little bit later. But Sniper has just been kind of quietly farming away up there. Hasn't really had to interact too much. River will be able to just walk this one out. No way for Contractz to take that in. As River is looking again here onto Huhi. Grand Entrance comes in, but it's not going to connect as River just uses the Spectral Maw to dash out to safety.
Well, a little cocky there by River. He goes for the Kraken Slayer, you know, as opposed to Sundered Sky. So he's pretty squishy, and he's walking into Rakan Lee Sin in a bush they have pink, so, and he's just not scared at all. So yeah, egoing on him a little bit, I'd say.
I guess maybe just with Milio behind him, he's just saying you don't have the damage to actually do anything here.
Yeah, that's probably what he's thinking.
Personally, I also love Kraken Slayer. Feels so good, so much damage on rushing this. Of course, you're right. You are definitely squishier with this. We'll see if they get punished for it. As NRG, I think they're going to start to make more of those kind of desperate plays, even though it's still pretty early on in the game. If this one starts to slip away from you, or the towers start to fall, then you can't really bring it back together then. I honestly, probably as soon as those flashes are back up for Palafox and Contractz, I'd say go for another big one, try and get a bunch of kills to swing you back into it.
Yeah, looks like it's going to be 100 Thieves grabbing this Rift Herald. NRG do at least have the 100 Thieves mid lane tier 1 low, but they're now looking for a potential angle on a dive. It is Ksante, so not necessarily very easy, but here comes the counter-strike. They're going to be able to stun him back up. A nice Pathmaker simply immunes that, and is going to be able to pull himself back to safety, so maybe denying a minion or two there. Not much of a risk on the play, but they don't get much reward either.
And to the benefit of NRG, getting bottom tower here for the Kaisa, for FBI, could feel quite nice. Has the static shiv rush really early on too, pushes out the minions immediately, so that one goes all the way to tower, and they just kind of trade that for the cross map.
Yeah, and FBI actually has quite a lot of gold right now. He is second richest in the game, just behind Quid. Actually has more gold than the Varus because he got so much gold from that tower down there. So is in a pretty decent position, you know, has a lot of setup as well. If someone can get in the back line, you know, CC up some of these carries, maybe he can be the one to dive into the back line and actually execute him.
And Quid is 1,000 gold ahead of Palafox, so that is basically their gold lead. If Quid is there, then they're ahead. If Quid is not there, then 100 Thieves not really ahead. So maybe NRG, if they can get a fight around the Kaisa.
Problem is Quid is everywhere.
Put him in jail, maybe lock Quid away, get him out.
Unplug his monitor, then go for the team fight.
Yeah, disconnect him, there you go.
We don't see players do that. So
Yeah, it's really strange.
Why not? That's crazy.
It seems so obvious, you know?
But you are on 100 Thieves. You got an in, right?
Times for a little bit.
They'll still let you in, right? You still got the card or whatever?
They changed the locks.
They changed the locks.
It was a bad breakup.
That's heartless.
All right, well, looks like the replacements, the new kids, are going to start knocking down those towers. Rift Herald will 100% take care of this one. Mid lane opened up is the easiest. Now they've got full access to the jungle, and they'll just move right on over to Dragon.
Yep.
Yeah, I would say the.
Oh, look at Huhi, by the way. I think he got spotted. There, he was on a crazy flank angle, and that's actually going to push River off of the Dragon, so NRG may be able to take this.
Yeah, go for Sniper or top tower, I think.
Yep, NRG showing signs of life. I think the Neeko and the Rakan, you know, they have a lot of good engage options, so 100 Thieves does need to respect that. They can't play this carelessly. And so they're going to leverage that into a good position for Dragon.
River, though, moving back in, and the TP is going to come in from Sniper. Can they find an angle to try to contest? It's getting very low. It looks like it should be secured here by Contractz. It is going to be. And in goes Huhi with the quickness. It's a kick out from Contractz onto Rivers. They're just going to look for the disengage now. NRG are on the run, but flash forward from Quid. Equal to the challenges Huhi as he flashes back to safety, narrowly avoiding that charm. Well handled, though, by NRG. At the end of the day, they get more summoners out of their opponents, and they get the Dragon from a disadvantageous spot.
Yeah, I mean, well played. It seemed really tense. Everyone was kind of like hesitant on going in, but they did get a nice chunk on River. Dhokla was able to zone Sniper on the side, and yeah, they got away with no casualties.
Yeah, I was really wondering if they were actually going to teleport to this, because Sniper got the outer tower on top side, and then he finished up the minion wave, and it seemed like the call was, well, they're still not done with Dragon, so might as well go for the fight and the attempt there. But that was teleport used. Quid now under fire.
Oh, but this could be trouble. He's going to go all out, but River is there, waiting and ready. River now trying to burst him down, but the Antopo strikes have been stacked up, and Huhi has arrived. In he goes. He's going to be able to knock him up, but the Pop Blossom connects on two. And here comes FBI. Open up as in goes Contractz, trying to connect onto Quid. Ward off forward, gets the shutdown. And on the other side, it's Sniper versus the world, but he's going to die as well. Meech flashes out, but Contractz is still there. Can they look for more? Doesn't seem like it, but it is a big fight there for NRG. Getting some shutdowns and getting back that confidence.
Oh, that was a critical chase from Contractz too on Quid. He lands the Q as Ahri's running off through the brush. That allows him to close the distance and get that shutdown on top of it. It also cuts down on some of those Dark Seal stacks. So very, very big for NRG. A must-win team fight right here. Dhokla starts out obviously on Quid and they chunk him down, and then they've got the early access. Palafox comes in on the Neeko. So while the rest of the team kills River, Palafox gets the double knockup, and then boom, that's the Q I'm talking about. He hits onto Quid, chases for the shutdown.
Yep, great play by NRG there. I don't know if they completely timed Ahri's ult. It's kind of hard when she has Malignance, but
give him credit. Give him credit. Yeah,
I mean, she had like 8 seconds left on ult, no flash, because she tried the, the flash charm at the end of the fight. So they found a good jump angle. They followed up really nicely. Good stuff, getting them back in the game.
Yeah, really good collapse, and honestly pretty critical. Sniper going forward, Pathmaker there to immune the counter strike, but Sniper will be able to win in this 1v1. Dhokla always kind of knows it, so you're just kind of disengaging the fight, farming it out, trying to play more for those team fights, but it is going to get more and more difficult as Sniper gets those items in. Could become a real problem for them later on in the side lane.
So interesting now with NRG having the 2 dragons and closing the gold lead too. Kaisa being 500 gold ahead of Meech isn't a lot of gold, but he's 2 items completed right now with the Rage Blade coming in. Rage Blade is so big here, so a lot of easy standing gold too. That tower's like 1 hit basically.
Top breeze.
Top tower is also extremely low. Last time we saw that, so NRG could be getting a couple more objectives here real quick.
And Soul would be a really important one. This would be Infernal Soul, right? So definitely very powerful. Definitely one of the ones that you would like to see as you are on the NRG side.
Get that top tower too, yeah. Even if you don't kill Quid, if you can push him off here.
Yeah, he's going to try to take out the wave. We'll see if they want to look for the dive either way. Palafox going to be looking. There's the quickness pop. Into the waiting arms of Palafox goes Quid, though, as the Pop Blossom connects.
Oh, nice.
Almost got Huhi, but very well played. They position from both sides. Quid's trying to Spirit Rush away, but Palafox is just backing up with that Pop Blossom. Really nicely done.
And the pressure from NRG, like 100 Thieves aren't able to get anything in return. That was a no minion dive. Normally, if you commit 3 people without a wave, you're probably going to lose out macro-wise. But I think this game is hard for 100 Thieves to play. They don't have a good tank to like frontline these engages, and so you're constantly worried about, a Neeko engage, a Lee Sin kick, a Rakan ult with Kaisa follow-up. So they have to play pretty hesitant everywhere.
Yeah, it's one of these comps where you're very skirmish heavy. You can win fights, but you can scrap it out. But there's no real go buttons for 100 Thieves. Like, what's your best go button? The Varus ult, right? Like, it's not really reliable to just kind of have that instantaneous engage. Where, as you say, there's so many on the side of NRG.
Yeah, I mean, if Sniper has flash, then maybe you can get a big counter strike. If Quid fishes around and picks a single target with charm. And that's probably...
Got to play around vision, got to try to find these little skirmishes where I think they can definitely be very successful, but NRG clawing their way back here. If they win this game, they would force that pivotal game 5. We got one yesterday in a really exciting series, if you missed that one.
Big Dokes, the only tank on Summoner's Rift right now in the brush. It helps so much in these vision fights to have someone that tanky up front. Doesn't care if he gets charmed. They take out the control ward. Huhi's even moving in here. He's got his shield on.
Yeah, Huhi's looking. Sniper's still bottling. They're trying to get the response, but in goes the Pop Blossom from Palafox, and he's got Meech. Meech is out of there already. Do they feel confident to try to do something more than just the dragon? They are going to go down to that dragon. They are going to take that, so it's a kill for the tier 1 on the other side, but they should get the dragon off the back of that. So a kill and a dragon for the tier 1, more gold in the pockets of Sniper, and he does complete the Sundered Sky.
That was so sick from Palafox with the E flash to hit the snare and the Proto Belt follow up with his ultimate, making the big play for NRG. Soul point acquired in a must-win game. These playoffs have really been bangers.
Yeah, credit to NRG. They looked a little tilted, a little shaky in this series, but they're actually rallying real well in this game, finding good picks. and honestly putting himself in a position that...
No way this works. I mean, 100 Thieves are trying to threaten the start. I think they just want to look for the turn. Quid has a good flank angle. Can they find it? As Huhi and Palafox stacked up there. They're still sticking on this Baron. Meech isn't even with them. They don't have the Varus. And in comes Quid. Charm Flash catches Palafox, but the stasis is there. Can they actually get him out alive? No, they can't. The reset is through, and the Tangle Barbs comes out. There's the root onto Dhokla. He's trying to Pathmaker to safety. Will be able to do so. Counter-Strike threatening there from Sniper. Does push them back, but they could turn back to the Baron. We'll see if they're willing to start it up. I don't think they should.
Yeah, Contractz is pushing out mid lane here too, so NRG trying to get some...
Yeah, River getting a little spicy.
Yeah, it looks like that's going to be the end of that. They were threatening pushing down mid here. If you go back to start it back up, and very, very risky, even with Palafox down. He has a teleport, Unleashed teleport coming back with death timer still pretty low this early into the game, and not having a really clear path there on burning it down. So yeah, even though it is a good answer from Quid, you know, he knows Palafox now didn't have any flash after Palafox just uses flash to get the previous pick, and they do get the pick on him with it. No objective afterward.
Yeah, and if you start it up again, you have no ability to turn because Ahri doesn't have ult again, right? And you know, River's going to be on the Baron. Would be very difficult for them to actually make anything happen, and it can be really tough to do the Baron in the faces of your opponent. We can see FBI building a little bit of AP now. Does have that Rage Blade through, so he's going to be looking with the Nashers to get that W evolve. And should have it, yep. So he has the E evolve, has the W evolve, he has that triple evolve with this build. And it's kind of a little bit of that hybrid style build.
I don't think I've ever seen two Kaisas build the same items.
It's actually the, you know how like you can't have both IE and certain items, you know, there's an overlap. It's the same thing with Kaisa. You can't build the same items twice in a row. Yeah, it just grades them out. Yeah.
It's actually pure random chance.
Yeah, you just have to, oh man, I guess this is the game where I gotta go Banshee's Veil first.
Yeah. 100 Thieves repeatedly hitting Baron here in the other team's face kind of makes me think they are a bit directionless right now.
Yeah, I think they're worried about just waiting to the next dragon.
It's hard, right? Because, you know, every wave, one of those minions could be Neeko, so you don't really want to just sit around and let NRG find a pick.
Oh, there's going to be a bit of an engage. There's the Pathmaker forward. In comes the quickness. The flash forward from Huhi does not actually connect, but now the TP has arrived. Palafox immediate stasis is going to get popped. The Spectral Mod does stun him up, and in comes Quid from the side. The Pop Blossom connects on no one, and Sniper is there to finish him off. Sniper low in health. Pathmaker forward, going to be able to flip back one. Meech is down. It's up to FBI, though. Quid is piling through. The resets are here, and NRG are wiped off the map. It's a triple for Quid as him and River go crazy.
It was actually looking good. Palafox just took way too forward of a TP. He had to Zonia right away, hit nobody with the ult, had no flash, and they just ended up in a terrible spot. Wow, that is devastating.
Yeah, the small timing there too, because his flash was so close to coming off of cooldown. But 100 Thieves are poking and prodding around mid, and they kind of force that engage. They get it out of them. And this completely steamrolls the other way now, because even though, wow, they're even gonna wait for the Baron buff for Meech. Nice teammates. All right, Meech gets a Baron buff as well. They have the luxury to wait for him. Even with the 3 dragons for yourself, now the gold lead is so hard to fight over. Here's another look at it.
NRG still have good engage options. This Dragon's going to be coming up. I think that if NRG sets up for Dragon, it's not completely doomed for them. But this fight was for sure unlucky.
Yeah, look at that. After everything got used, and then Sniper was so low there, but the Chains of Corruption kept them all in place. Dhokla went for like the hero Ksante
that was kind of a nice play onto Meech there.
Yeah, went for the hero play, but then Quid gets another triple, and 100 Thieves get another celebration.
They are popping off, and on the other side, man, this is sport, right? There's a winner and a loser every game. You're gonna feel it definitely when you're putting your all into these games, into this year, working for it. NRG though pushing up here. It's 100 Thieves pushing down bot lane. You don't want to base race the Baron buff, absolutely, but they are going to try to look for more. Huhi may be going to try to find some sort of an angle, but he has no flash. It is just Sniper defending, so they're going to actually force the base. As in comes the Pathmaker, there's the flip back. Sniper potentially in trouble. Quickness going to get popped. There's the Pop Blossom, and Sniper overstays his welcome. He is down. It's still the base race going on, though. Multiple people from 100 Thieves pushing down that bot lane. Eyla almost gets taken out. It's Quid pushing them back, though. As always, this guy is huge for the team. The clone coming out from Neeko there. NRG are trying to figure out what do we do? Because the base is going down. Dhokla is all down there. It's going to be up to him to defend, but he is getting crushed. The Pathmaker used defensively. The rest of NRG trying to get back to the base. At the end of the day, it is just the kill for the inhibitor and the inhibitor tower.
Now look, they're gonna go right towards the dragon, start it up as well. Sniper has
I don't know if they can finish this in time though. The TP is here, and they're gonna be coming in from both sides. This is gonna be close, and if they get it, can they actually get out? Contractz secures it. Quid is over the wall though. River and Quid could be hunting. NRG needs to disengage. There goes the grand entrance. The flash is forced on a Contractz, and Huhi is gonna be the sacrificial lamb. The rest of NRG need to get out of there and need to be able to stabilize here, wait for the respawns.
I still love that call from NRG though. It's so rare they caught them unexpected by going for a base race versus a team that has Baron. They did not expect them to go straight up mid, and NRG just forced it right through the front gate.
Yeah,
so
that was a really weird call by 100 Thieves. Like, I don't know the last time I've seen an actual base race in a competitive game, especially, you know, the team with Baron not being the one controlling mid.
Yeah, but Dhokla's going to pop the ghost here. Meech has no flash, remember. Can he actually close the gap? He can't. The Spectrum Law does connect, but again, a great Pathmaker there. But Dhokla hit by the Chains of Corruption. Look at Palafox. He's way behind them, but is the flank going to be too late? Contractz going in. It's a kick back on the Meech, but it does nothing. Contractz is gone, and now it's all up to Palafox on the flank. Can he find it? There's the Pop Blossom, but it's going to be a stasis answered by Quid, and I think this could be it. NRG are crumbling. It's FBI, though, still alive. Very little HP, so critical that he lived. If he goes down, I think that's the end of the game. Maybe there's some miracle play that they can make happen here. It's Huhi, it's FBI, it's Dhokla against the world.
3 versus 4. I think they'll be okay.
2 inhibitors down. Gonna be painful to deal with all that pressure. And 100 Thieves, they get the extra kills here, too. Whoa, that was insane though. I thought it might have been lost when Contractz went in for the kick there and got immediately deleted and they lost him. But then kind of the re-engage where they're able to burst down, and Meech went down as well here, allowing them for the defense, allowing them for some more time in this game. Remember, they did get the Dragon Soul off of that rush up mid and then run down to it. So if NRG can hold out and they can weather the storm here, then they can get to a point, maybe they can use that extra burst damage.
It's going to be tough, though. And man, I think if FBI dies, the game is over there. He got down really low, maybe 5% HP or so, does survive. I got to say, though, 100 Thieves have been so good at answering the Palafox engages. Every single time he gets in the middle of everyone, it's either a stasis or it's a flash, or it's, you know, the ulti coming out from Milio to immediately disengage it. It's something, and it doesn't feel like he's ever able to get big value. He's not picking up any kills, so now he's falling way behind itemization-wise as well. You know, he's working on his 3rd item. 4 are already done for Quid, and he has just been so problematic all series long.
It's definitely been a hard series for Palafox. I think he's feeling a lot of pressure playing against Quid, not able to play how he wants.
Yeah, I mean, Quid is 4,600 gold ahead individually. There is the Dragon Soul on the other side, so that's about 4K worth of stats generally. So the gold lead definitely not as big as you would say, but the map state really, really hard to deal with. If you ever get caught out of your base, Jax could potentially end the game. That's something that's always going to be in the back of your mind. As you can see in the picture-in-picture, they're scrapping it out. I do think Sniper's going to try to walk this one out, but he's going to get caught, and Dhokla's going to go all out. This could be a critical fight down in the bot lane.
FBI?
Sniper on the run.
Ooh,
will be able to get out. Yeah, couldn't get in range of the Killer Instinct.
Exactly. FBI was trying to get there with the Blast Cone. If they kept that on him, maybe they could get a quicker kill. Ulti over with the Plasma stacks. But NRG now, they lose 1 more tower, but they still have all these super minions coming in through mid and bottom as well. The defense just buying that time. Baron 35 seconds away. That's when 100 Thieves are going to really put the pressure to them.
And the question is, are NRG even going to leave their base to try to defend that, or will they just try to keep farming up these waves, hope that they can kind of equalize the goal a little bit? You know, maybe try to find some sort of an angle later, because you know, if you go out of your base, if you lose that fight, it is for sure split over. No chances of that LCS title defense that they are trying to get back towards. FBI very strong at this point. Finally, a 3rd item does come through there for Palafox, but you're looking across on the other side. Quid monstrously strong. Really, the whole top side, again, monstrously strong. 400 Thieves. That 3rd item already now in for Jax, and that's where he even becomes so hard to deal with in the team fights because the cooldowns get so low.
FBI is going to show on the bottom wave. They actually, or they have a Palafox disguise.
All right, they're starting it up. You can see Sniper threatening the flank on the side, but he was spotted. He's going to hop into the pit now and try to help them burst this down. Contractz is looking for an angle at a steal, but will 100 Thieves actually just flip this? They're still hitting it. They're going to flip it, I think. The TP's coming in. It's getting incredibly low. Contractz is in there. He can maybe finish this. Contractz gets the Baron in their face. It's going to be a kick flash for the disengage, but Quid piling in. Has another charge of that Spear Rush. He's going to look.
Sniper teleported to win, too. Sniper teleporting to end the game.
They just have to stop the base. They got to stop the TP. Can they get there? There's a flash. Spectral Moss stops the base there from Dhokla. They have the Baron bases. Now trying to get back. Sniper gets the first tower. He's going to leave. Rejoin with his team. But Huhi pops the quickness. There's the flash in. The killer instinct connects. Sniper pops the counter strike. Jumps to a ward. Trying to get out of there. Is he going to survive? No. FBI kills him off. Can NRG get more? The charm going to connect there onto Contractz. Palafox threatening, has the flash, knows there's no flash still for Quid. He's going forward, there's the flash, he gets 3! Quid immediately into the stasis, but Palafox in trouble as well. Quid is down, FBI takes him out, but it's River who gets the resets. Can River do anything on the other side? He's down as well. NRG have won the fight, have taken the Baron, have defended the base, and NRG are on the march to win the game.
Contractz, the miracle worker, does it again, steals another Baron right in the face of 100 Thieves, and Eyla's the only defense left.
Against all odds, NRG do not give up. They do not surrender. They march on the base. It's Eyla versus 4, and he's got no chance at stopping it. They'll just ignore him. Their eyes on the Nexus. NRG are pushing us to a game number 5.
What a comeback.
Never give up. How many times last year, this year, have they done it?
Woo! What a game, what a finish.
Oh my. Trying to Baron against Contractz just does not go well.
I mean, Sniper ran at him as the Jax, but Contractz was like, fine, and he just dashed it to the other side. Even though he gets stunned, he's in range. Stuns do not stop you from smiting, and then he even got out of it, and he was able to combo with his Q. Lee Sin with that Q execute advantage.
You have got to love this 100 Thieves team, though. We just saw those players walking off stage. Quid and River laughing with NRG about it, still in a good mood. Here it is one more time. Contractz able to get in. EQ smite, finishes the Baron, secures it, flashes out with the kick onto Quid.
That's got to feel bad. I wouldn't be laughing if that happened to me, but, you know, props to them. Props to them. Strong mental.
Strong mental indeed. And then Sniper went for the teleport play to try and end the game. Inhibitor on bottom side, he got that +1 tower, but then NRG, after they had gotten the early route towards bottom, they cut him off, so they get the kill here, and then the chase. Look at this one. Palafox again, even though he's died so many times and they've escaped so many Pop Blossoms, they do not escape the Pop Blossom to end the game. He runs up, he is Kaisa form, clones in, they even stop him for a brief moment. Boom! Gets the big one. Contractz able to go then on to Meech. They kite right back. Double stasis, and River was able to get one, but that's about it.
Yeah, absolutely insane game there. So good from NRG to be able to come back. That looks absolutely doomed. That's not even happiness. That's like
I see some gray hairs on him.
Also, look at Soaz in the back. You see the little photobomb back there? He was so worried the whole game, too.
insane game. So much fun. I can't wait for game 5. Cue up the Silver Scrapes. We got it coming right at you.